Hello, collective. Welcome to your reading. I hope you guys are all doing well. Please remember this reading is general, so it may or may not resonate. All readings are going to be timeless. Could be talking about the past, present, or the future. Just glad to be back. I did need to take a little bit of a break, just to kind of reground myself and focus on my spiritual health as well as my material world, which is always annoying to do, but I am back. First and foremost, I do already get energy of there being two different camps of you. I felt this for the last couple days, where some of you guys are still holding on to a past situation, even though you know that it might be time to let go. For others of you, you are focusing on something new, but you feel like, oh, there's a lot of stagnancy in your life right now. So let's see if that comes through. But that's been the energy lately in terms of really love in that aspect. For some of you, this pertains to work. You learning that what you used to love, maybe you're not loving anymore. So let's see about what's going on with the Believe in Your Own Magic deck. What comes out? What's my collective need to know? Alright, well, right off the bat, guys, you have people who are nostalgic about you. Oh, we have number 16, Bitch Fire, which is one of my favorite cards here when it's upright. It is in reverse, and when it's upright, it does say stand up for yourself. So some of you guys might be having a hard time speaking up for yourselves, or this is someone who is connected to your energy. I have number 24, Potion. It says, remember to practice self-love. So some of you guys have been over-giving, which is funny because that's what I had to do recently, where I was giving my energy to too many different places, and I had to realign myself. So for some of you, you might finally be in this energy where you feel like you need to take a step back from all of your responsibilities or demands in your life at this point, and just take a step back and say, you know, I'm going to put the focus on me, or this is what Spirit is trying to get you to do, okay? Because I do feel like there is something coming in for the new year where you are going to be very busy, okay? For some of you, you know, this new year is where you are going to really make moves. Some of you guys are trying to start your own businesses. Some of you guys are going to have a lot of success in your own businesses. We do have number 33, Nostalgia. So it's focused on the here and now. So for some of you, you might be focused on something from the past, like I said again in the beginning, where it's like you are having a really hard time letting go of it. You know that you weren't treated well in that situation, but you're still hanging on. You're still hanging on to hope that the person can change, that you know, you're wrong about them, whatever the case may be, or they're going to tell you everything that you want to hear from them. But I feel like there is something here for some of you where you just need to let go, okay, for now anyway, and put the focus on yourself, okay? Rediscover the things that you like about yourself, rediscover the things that you enjoy. This could pertain to like your music, or if you are musical or artistic, things of that sort. So I feel like that is something that is going to be very important for you to find some type of creative outlet, okay? For others of you, if this is in regards to a job, you know, you might be having nostalgic feelings about when you first started, where you were so excited about joining the company. You might have fond memories of being at the company, but you might understand that the situation in the workplace is toxic. You might have a boss who's always on you about, you know, making deadlines, and is always really strict with you, whereas they are more lenient to other people, and you're just like, what the heck? And some of you guys are having a hard time standing up for yourself in that regard. And I feel like Spirit is saying, okay, you need to practice self-love. And I feel like Spirit is also guiding you, or trying to guide you away from that situation, okay? We do have number 34 in reverse, Voyage. Upright says you already have all the answers. So for some of you, you guys are still a little bit unsure about what to do. in regards to either of these situations, whether it pertains to your work or love life. But I feel like you're not happy, okay? With the number 11 card, this is the Sun card in this deck. When it's upright, it says paint the sun back into your sky. So for some of you, you have just gloomy thoughts, I think, in regards to the situation. It's almost like the energy of feeling hopeless, which I noticed recently this last week, my right eye has been watering. And I did look up the spiritual meaning of that, and it did talk about feeling a sense of hopelessness. Okay, but I know for me, I feel okay in terms of where I'm at in life. So I feel like this is something happening within the collective. Of course, I could be wrong and just not really connecting and, not being in touch with myself and things like that. Putting this on the collective. But I feel like this is more something happening within the collective that isn't being addressed. There's something where there's a lot of stagnancy, you guys feel stuck, and you're not addressing it properly. I feel like a lot of you guys are still trying to overgive, whether it is in terms of a love situation, even if you've moved on to other partners, you still might be in the energy of being a little bit codependent and feeling like you have to rely on someone else to validate you, to feel important. For others of you, even if you don't know that you're doing it, you might be trying to overperform at work to get a promotion, or just to get any type of praise from your boss who you feel like may have it out for you, or you are just trying to walk on eggshells where you are just trying to do everything you can right to avoid any type of conflict. Is there another card for them, Spirit? As I'm speaking, my eye is watering. Ooh, my goodness. Lots of cards for y'all. Give it number 21. Clover, release your guilt. So for some of you, I do feel like you are going to move out of this situation. For some of you do blame yourselves. If this is in regards to love, where you feel like you tried to give everything to this person and it wasn't enough, I think you are finally getting to the point where you are forgiving yourself for overextending yourself and, potentially wasting years or time that could have been invested in something else. I think that's really where you guys might have some type of anger and resentment in regards to either an actual person or a situation. Could, again, be in terms of a work situation as well. We do number 12, expectations. Upright says don't seek anyone's approval. But I feel like really this card, with it coming out in reverse, also has that meaning where it's like, I feel that you guys are transforming and you are releasing these expectations that you might have had for a certain thing to go the way that you expected them to go. We do have number 37. It says gray. Endings are inevitable, coming out in reverse. So for some of you, there could be some type of comeback around. But even if there is an ending, I feel like a lot of you guys are still holding on to maybe a fantasy that you had in regards to a person or an idea that you had in terms of a job that's simply not working for you, okay? This is almost like a tower card in reverse. It's like trying to avoid a tower that is meant to happen. So I feel like a lot of you guys, you are kind of self-sabotaging at this time. Again, if this is not your story, if it's not resonating, please don't take it if it doesn't fit. But this might be something that happened down the road or something that's happened in the past for you. But I feel like some of you guys are just at a place where you're at a crossroads. You really don't know what to do. So let's get some advice from your animal spirit guides, if you can. Is there any advice for the collective here, Spirit? Any advice for the collective? Okay, we have Spider. Says, trust the creative spark you're feeling and express it through writing stories that inspire and enlighten. So for some of you, you're creative. You are meant to tell your story, and you guys could be potentially a best-selling artist or a best-selling author. Some of you guys could be artists, okay? You might make some type of painting that tells your story or something that is creative, like I said before, something in the musical industry as well. Again, as it says, doesn't necessarily have to be about writing stories as the card says. But for some of you guys, you might end up being on New York Times best-selling authors list from telling your story. For some of you, if you've been in the energy of feeling like you should write about your story and just keep thinking, oh, no one's going to want to read it, this and that, I think you'll be surprised. I do feel like some people are going to resonate with you. You are meant to share your experiences and are meant to heal other people, as a lot of us are when we are light workers and healers. When we do speak about our experiences, we awaken other people to also help the collective move forward and to awaken even more people. So this could be talking about even your twin flame journey if you are on a twin flame journey. Okay, for some of you, you are meant to talk about things that have gone on and where you are at this point in your life with your person. And this is going to help heal the collective energy of the world, right? So we do have, it is giving me the energy of the card. I don't have the deck, so I can't tell you, but there's a card I've watched other readers pull it out when they read, and it says, our love story will heal others. So for some of you, that is kind of the energy of some of you guys. You thought that you were with your person. Turns out they were not your person, and you are meeting your new person in the new year, and you guys are going to be sharing your experiences and sharing what it took to get there. Or if some of you guys, you were with your person and it just simply did not work out, or it's not working at this time, I feel like you can still write about it and talk about the unconditional love, or talk about really how it changed you and helped you grow. And that's going to be causing a lot of people to heal. We do have Chimpanzee. Says, use both your intuition and your intellect to solve the problem or get answers to your question. So for some of you guys, you are meaning to go within, okay, use your logical side and your spiritual side to make a decision. But I feel like regardless of whatever you do, your angels are going to support you, okay? Whether you decide to pursue a new love option, whether you decide to wait for this person, right? Or try to pursue this person if they do come back, try to make things work. Or if you do decide to go into a new direction in terms of a new career path. We do have Seagull in reverse. Generally speaking, I don't read these cards in reverse, but when this is upright, it says now is the time for deep emotional healing. I feel like it came out in reverse because you guys have already done that. You've done your inner work, and now it's time for you to basically use the tools that you know, right? Alrighty, let's see. Sorry, y'all, my little one is coughing back there. Alright, so show me the energy with the collective. What is the energy surrounding the collective? Okay, at number 51, Healer of the Ages. So some of you guys are powerful magicians. That's Gemini and Virgo energy, or I do get Sagittarius energy off of this as well, as it does remind me of like the patience energy from Sagittarius. But I feel like a lot of you guys are just focused on yourselves. You are learning more about you and realizing that you have more power than you ever thought that you did. You're realizing that you are healers. A lot of you guys are getting into more spiritual stuff with this number 32 card, Door to Spirit. I feel like your angels are calling you upon you. You know, they're communicating with you more. Some of you guys are getting more psychic abilities, and this is something that, you know, you might have been on this journey for a little while, and you're just noticing new gifts coming in every now and then for yourself. You do have the card 20, Envy, as well. So some of you guys, you might have some envious people in your workplace, or envious friends, okay, or family members that maybe you never thought would be jealous of you, but they are preying on your downfall. This is something to be a little bit mindful of. Make sure that you're not telling everyone your business. Make sure that you are moving in silence whenever necessary. We do have number 29, the World card in reverse, so there is some unfinished business. Okay, so I do feel like that pertains to an actual person who may be coming through fairly soon for you, where things just never worked out. Yeah, here we go, babies. We got number 53 in reverse, Magician in the Mirror. That's Gemini energy again. So someone is trying to manifest this. I think they are trying to manifest some type of new beginning with number 33, Door to Romance. To me, this card is basically like the 10 of Cups energy. Does talk about new beginnings and love. So for some of you, you are getting a new beginning with someone who you have unfinished business with, where you might not have gotten things off the ground, or you were in a relationship with and you guys needed to separate, or again, you just were never able to get this relationship on solid foundation. But I feel like whoever this is, they are having a hard time manifesting. Could be a Gemini, does not have to be. A Gemini or Virgo, does not have to be, obviously, or Sagittarius. But I feel like whoever this is, they are also spiritual. Could be a Taurus, okay? Again, does not have to be. But when I see this 32 card, does remind me kind of the Hierophant, as well as the High Priestess. So again, you could be done with a Pisces also, but you do not have to be, or you could be this Pisces. But I feel like really whatever is going to work out in your favor and in your best interest. Let's see. And for others of you, this might be saying just that, you know, if you've given up on love, that it's not over for you. There's still more to your story. And it could just say that you are getting a new beginning with someone new. All right. Am I collected? Ooh, we have Observer. So some of you guys, this person could be watching you online on your social media. If you have some type of platform, does not have to be. Or it's someone who you might know who's going to be a potential love interest. For others of you, if this is a past person, you might not know that they are watching you. But they are, and I do feel like they are liking what they see. They might have seen a lot of growth and stability with you now after they've really thought about things or seen you really transform. For others of you, if this pertains to a job, I feel like there is potentially a company or someone who wants to work with you, kind of, you know, keeping tabs, seeing what's going on. We do have Orphaned in reverse. You have No Place Like Home. So for some of you, if this talks to a person, this person wants to come out of the cold with you with this Orphan card in reverse. This person feels like you are their home. You make them happy. For others of you, you know, you felt left out in the cold in terms of a career situation. Could be that you were denied over a promotion or some type of job opportunity. But I feel like there is something that is coming in better for you. Some of you, this could say that you are going to be working from home. So that is something that you've been trying to manifest. I do feel like that is something that is coming in for you within the new year. For others of you, it could just mean that, you know, this place is going to feel like home. This is what you feel your calling is. Okay, and then we do have the Y card. So, with the Y card, I do feel like more so that is pertaining to people who are watching you, your enemies who want to prey on your downfall, who are confused, who are going to be like, well, why? Well, why does everything work out for this person? Okay, but I do feel like you are getting some type of victory here. We have loyal heart. So someone's coming in for you guys who is going to be stable for you, for the group of you who are looking for love, okay? We have number 17, the fates. It's fated. Whatever is going to be happening within this time frame to the end of the year, next year, it is fated. We have the tribe in reverse. So some of you guys, you might feel like you haven't found your soul tribe quite yet, or this is pertaining to where you are in your career, where you just feel like where you are at, they don't value you, although you've been loyal to them, and you just feel like it might be time for you to kind of move on from the situation. We have a higher power. So higher power does seem to be stepping in regards to either whatever situation pertains to you. For some of you, this is both, right? But we have change in the wind in reverse. So some of you guys might be a little bit resistant to this change. And we also have between worlds, that was crossing. So some of you guys are in between. If you've been manifesting, some of you guys are in between your manifestation. So obviously when you are manifesting, you have to make sure that you're aligned with what you are trying to manifest. So some of you guys are in one timeline and you're trying to shift to another timeline, but you are in a weird place where you are stuck, where you can't really completely let go of your old self to get into this new phase of your life. So I feel like that is something that you are going to have to work through, as we did say with this chimpanzee card. Says use both your intuition and your intellect to solve the problem to get answers to your questions. So I feel like a lot of you guys are going to be going within and trying to just figure things out fairly soon. So that is all I have for you, collective. If you like this reading, if it resonated, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.